Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley. I have voted against every tax increase, every pay increase that Congress has voted itself, and I have donated the increase to charity since I came to Congress. I voted for the first Bush tax cut, and we are now just about to extend the Bush tax cuts. I am supporting the extension of the Bush tax cuts almost in their entirety. We just voted for a middle income tax cut for middle-income families in this community and throughout the United States. I am the primary author of the piece of legislation that would eliminate the estate tax, which I think would make you very, very happy. Look, we've got the second highest unemployment rate in the United States right here in Southern Nevada. I've got the highest mortgage foreclosure rate in this congressional district. I represent North Las Vegas as well as Las Vegas. 1 out of 22 homes in North Las Vegas is in foreclosure. This is an economic meltdown and disaster, the likes of which we haven't seen since the Great Depression. What are we going to do about that? First, we're extending unemployment benefits so all of these people that are unemployed through no fault of their own can continue to put food on their table to get from where we are now until the economy picks up and they get their job again. We're working on mortgage foreclosure modification. If I can compliment the dentist, he's absolutely right. We have to invest in our infrastructure, invest in our energy sector, and provide the best quality education for our kids so they can compete in the 21st century.
As an exemplar, as your next Congresswoman, what I would do is what I expect from the people that I represent, I expect from myself. So if I'm asking people to take a pay cut, absolutely I'll take a pay cut. Right now, to fix Nevada as an employer who has created over 1,000 jobs and who employs 150 people today, give us our money back as employers and stop increasing our taxes so we can keep continuing to create jobs and hire people. Stop making these revenue income things, modified business tax, that hinder employers that literally create jobs. So let us create our jobs and let us do our thing.
Panel?
I'm just trying to figure out which question I want to ask. Dave Austin. I guess we've been doing it from this end. We'll start here and work our way back. But what's your position on immigration reform?
Ken Wegner. Immigration reform. I have documents back there that you could see. Katie, stand up for a second. I know everybody can't see. Now, someone reach in there and show the picture of the lady who stole my daughter's identity. She's an illegal alien. Bob, it's in there. We'll hold it up. I mean, you guys can go get it. My other daughter had all her college funds stolen from an illegal alien. Our government did absolutely nothing. I ended up finding the people who did it. You steal some money out of someone's bank. That's bank robbery, isn't it? I found the names. We found out who did it. The Metro dropped the charges on the people. They didn't do anything. It's like, how can you steal from American people like that? They're not hurting people? What about the 29% of the prisons that are full of illegal aliens? Can't we at least deport them? 8 years ago, we could have solved a lot of these problems. I said we need to bring troops home from Germany and Japan. Won't hurt our military strength anyway. If you put them on our borders to protect our citizens, we could have stopped the drugs that are harming so many of our children today. Of course, we've done none of those things. We need border and port security. Unfortunately, anyone who's harmed a child in this country, nothing happens to them. I used to arrest them all the time. I have stacks and stacks of identities of people who stole U.S. citizens' identities that we've arrested, and they've done nothing. They won't deport them. Bob, you got that picture back there? Can you just hold it up? That's from Bank of America. They gave the illegal alien identity cards, and then underneath, after we reported it to Bank of America, they said, oh, we'll fix it. So they gave the illegal alien another identity card. You know, Merry Christmas.
You see it? Good. Ed Clapper. First of all, we have to close the borders. How can you have national sovereignty if you don't have a secure border? Then we can move on to immigration reform. And what do we have to do? Well, why are prisons filled with illegal aliens who committed crimes? Why are they still here? Why are we paying for them? Why are schools filled up with children who are here illegally? Why is our medical care system taking care of them? Not that I'm not compassionate. I think that yes, we do also need to reform the other end. Close the borders, go back, make it easier for people who want to come here, and be Americans though. They have to want to be Americans, to learn English, to become part of our society. When my grandparents came here, they spoke no English. There were no special programs, but their dream was to be part of this country, to learn the language, to participate. My grandfather fought in WW1. He was proud to be an American. Those are the people we want. But at the same time, we just can't have this flood of illegal immigrants in. We have to have a secure border. We really need to get back to that.
Chuck Flume, I agree wholeheartedly. We need to have secure borders. It's almost sickening when I hear the president talking the last couple of days after the law that was passed in Arizona, like this is a bad thing or we're racial profiling people. These people are illegal. We're not racial profiling. We need to get them out of the country. It's very sad and sickening when I'm talking to a group of veterans when you people do not get the same benefits as some of our illegals. Some of them are taken care of better than our veterans. I don't know what's happened to this country, but we need to put an end to this. I was born and raised in Wisconsin. Let me tell you something. I'm a little bit worried about what happened in Arizona. I'm supporting it 100%. In Wisconsin, back when I was young, which is a long time ago, we expanded our welfare program dramatically. And out of Illinois came a flood of people because of higher welfare benefits. They poured across the borders. I'm a little bit worried right now that there may be people pouring across the border from Arizona to Nevada for the same reason. So let's build our fence, do whatever we need, and keep the illegals out.
Yes, David Cunningham. It's interesting, today I actually held an immigration rally at Freedom Park. And I wanted to get the voice of the people there. I have a very exact plan of how to control and how to do the immigration reform. We don't have time to go through with it all now, but my wife is actually an immigrant to this country, and I'm very familiar with the immigration laws. And one of the things we have to do, as the other gentlemen have said, is secure the border. That's the most key and important asset to this whole immigration reform, is to secure that border. When we go over to Europe, or we go into the Ukraine or into Russia, if we don't use the correct border crossings, we'll get shot. That's the bottom line. That has to happen here. If you want to read the rest of my plan, it'll be up on my website, CunninghamForCongress.com. That's Cunningham, the number 4, Congress.com, in about a week, and you can read it in more detail. Thank you.